What's up, gentlemen? In this video, I'm going to get into some of the reasons that I chose Guadalajara as one of my home bases and why I believe it is one of the best cities for any passport bro. Now, before we get into that, make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment to help your boy out with the algorithm. I would really appreciate it. And with all of that out of the way, let's get into this video. And I'm not going to save the best for last. I'm going to hop right into the women and the dating. Now you'll be able to see, due to some clever editing on my part, some of the women in Guadalajara. Now, one thing that I constantly get comments about is how fit and how unattractive some Mexican women can be. That is why Guadalajara is a hidden gem. You'll see women in this video. First of all, their skin tends to be more pale, but they are extremely fit and attractive as well. Now, there's a mix of age ranges in this video, so you'll see a little bit of everything. But I just wanted to give you a glimpse into what it is actually like. Now, where I'm at is called Andares Shopping Center, and this is actually the area that I live in. It's kind of known as like the Beverly Hills of Mexico, or of Guadalajara. And so in this particular area, you'll see Ferraris, you'll see Lamborghinis. Also in this area, well, in all of Guadalajara, but especially in this area, it is extremely safe because there are literal armed guards with like Uzis and machine guns and everything else you can think of patrolling this area, because this is actually where like celebrities, politicians, and other famous people live, like famous singers. Canelo Alvarez lives in this area. And so, obviously, they don't want any funny business going down in this area. There's also another area similar, but not quite as fancy, I should say, called Midtown Jalisco. And these two areas in particular are going to be some of the best areas for dating. That's where you will find women like this. They're going to be mostly upper middle class or upper class women in these areas. And so, as you can probably see by the clientele in this particular restaurant, that is who we are dealing with. And like I said, I didn't want to gatekeep anything from you guys, because obviously I want to bring value to you with my channel. And so when people tell me that dating isn't that great in Guadalajara, well, you just weren't in the right areas, in my opinion. And so if you are going to be dating in Guadalajara, if you want to do day game, night game, or online dating, you should do it in the Andares area or the Midtown Jalisco area. There's also another area called Chapultepec Avenue, which is way less fancy, and it is just an avenue filled with bars by Colonia Americana. Those are the three locations that you should probably stay in, but I would highly recommend staying near Andares. And to give you some context, I told you, like, this is the fanciest area. There's Lamborghinis, Ferraris, famous people, and all that good stuff. This is one of the nicer restaurants that there is, and it was like 100 and some odd dollars for like 4 drinks, a steak, 2 appetizers, and I forget what Andrea got. And we also got 2 desserts. So where I'm from in San Diego, it would be at least 4 or maybe 5 times as much as what this place costs. And once again, I remind you, this is like the nicest area in Guadalajara and one of the nicest areas in all of Mexico. So now that we got all that out of the way, let's get into some of the other good stuff. So the ease of access to Mexico is really great. So obviously it's really close to the United States. Guadalajara isn't that long of a trip. And it's perfect if you're looking into temporary residency or permanent residency with a pathway to citizenship, because I talk about in my videos all the time that you shouldn't be a weekend warrior. Your ultimate goal, in my strong opinion, should be to have temporary or permanent residency or even citizenship in another country. Even if you don't want to live in that country, but if anything goes wrong or there's another global... I like my bedroom to be like 60 degrees at night, and it's currently like 95 degrees out. So be aware of that, but year round, it doesn't really rain, and it is fairly sunny pretty much all year around. It's also in a really great location because you can go to like Lake Chapala, you can go to Puerto Vallarta, you could go to Mazatlan, and they're all relatively close, or they are a quick flight away. And so it gives you a little bit of access to everything while having all major city amenities. Like I said earlier, this is one of the nicer areas in Guadalajara. And so you have Louis Vuitton, you have Gucci. So if you're into shopping, you have all those things right here. Extremely safe, extremely affordable, especially for it being the equivalent of like Beverly Hills. And there's tons of stuff to do in this area as well. Tons of nightclubs, bars, obviously high-end restaurants that are extremely affordable for what they offer. And so this is, in my opinion, one of the most underrated hidden gem cities in the entire world. Particularly the areas that I speak on in Andara Shopping Center and Midtown Jalisco. Now, if you have any questions, leave those in the comments down below. And thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I hope this was helpful to you. And once again, make sure to like, subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. And as always, even though you can't see me, peace, much love.